What up, though? Got another rainy night in Detroit. Yeah, in the Digg. And first off, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Hope your day was just as peaceful and tranquil as mine. You did. But what I wanted to talk about was, there was one element that I never really touched on when it comes to, and you know what, I think Slapper touched on it before. Some men and some women are into sharing their significant other. You know, they don't break up. They don't, that I know of, fight over it. You know, I've heard some people being, to get tired of it, you know, to start to feel like they don't really matter in that type of relationship anymore. You know, like everything else, you've seen the worst come to worst on stuff like that. Like, you know, dude think he doing something slick, inviting another woman to his bed, and his wife go for it, or his girlfriend go for it, and the two girls wind up finding more of a connection than the guy. It was just something I heard the other day that just made me kind of step off of a lot of things. You know, you get people on this platform that have their own issues, but made, you know, an issue that you have, they may have tackled for the most part. But, you know, that's not the bad thing. The bad thing is that they'll try to shame you for it. They'll try to shame you for it. Maybe they had the same issue, but they got the master over it. And because you're not as equipped, or you haven't been allowed to walk in that same sort of way that person who got the mastery over the situation has, you know, they shame you for it. And I think that's crazy, you know. And it just goes to show the mental illness. And most of these people don't even feel like they have a mental illness. They think something wrong with you for not knowing what they know, or acting like they act, or being like them, or whatever they consider quote unquote perfect, you know. And, you know, my kids kind of taught me that, you know, life itself. And my kids kind of gave me a crass lesson on that, you know, because they were scared to approach me about certain things. They seen how I, you know, talk with my friends and stuff like that. So I always felt like they knew communication was open, but they didn't. A lot of things I found out was going on, I had to find out, you know, after the fact and from the streets. So I learned that, and still work in progress. But, you know, when you're not as judgmental, or when you don't appear to be judgmental, you present yourself as being approachable. And, you know, the fact of the matter, when you choose Christ, and you find out a lot of the stuff you do or like to do isn't Christ-like, really enjoy doing, but you know that type of behavior is not allowed in the kingdom. You know that everlasting life is not granted to people that live that way. You know, for the scriptures say no fornicators, no adulterers, nor men that lie with men, nor drunkards, etc., etc. You know, a lot of the things that the book point out is things that's detrimental to man right now. You know, and has been a sickness and a plague of man since the beginning of time. You know, we hear people, my bad, y'all. We hear people that say, well, blood is thicker than water. Okay, and what does that mean? Because Cain still killed Abel. What does blood is thicker than water means? What type of power does it pack? We've seen in just our, lifespan, that goes to the crap. Fighting cases, I've seen it, in the jailhouse. I've seen mamas and daddies put their sons up for life. I've seen vice versa. So what does that mean? What am I talking about right now? I'm speaking on the fact that I did some soul searching and some remembering, and how I kind of condemned and looked at Slapper. I had to remember, after doing so much work on not doing the things that compromise my relationship with my Creator, that I was once that way as well. You dig? Not all your homies gonna be that way, but I knew most of my homies, most of the people I hung with from a very young age. So we had very close relationships. And me and a couple of my homies shared. Some women was off limits, very few was off limits. But for the most part, you dig, we shared. Maybe you can say that's what the move warranted. But that's what we used to do. And I had to recalculate, and not that it did me some good to remember, but it helped me to realize that instead of wasting your energy on condemning, try to spend that energy on finding ways to help your brother or your sister do it like you did it. And really, I really got no type of special way. I just worked on it. I worked on it before I got into the relationship I'm in now. I worked on it. I worked on me. And I just made sure that, trying to step off into it, I just made sure that I'm over this needing a spare tire state of mind. I just made sure, I just went without. I say that for another time. But Vic know about it. Vic know about it. And it wasn't funny neither, because it compromised me. I felt like I failed, but I realized that no matter what I was gonna do, and no matter who I was gonna get with, and oh my goodness, some beautiful, beautiful women. My soul thoughts was set on one woman, and that was the one woman that had the nuts, the balls to have my baby. And I just realized that even though she was doing me wrong, she just made me feel so good. And I wasn't no better. I wasn't doing her right. You did, but it was just like that feeling I couldn't chase away. And I said to myself, because of our past, the thing she doing wrong to me is my fault. You know, it's really my fault. Because I believe that the man is the head. And as the head go, the body follow. You know, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. So with that in mind, you know, we put plenty trains down. We've tested plenty female to see if they was down with the get down, and a lot of them was down with the get down, and we didn't judge. We didn't disrespect. That's why they was always down with us. You know, we ain't disrespect. We ain't tell no boyfriends or throw no dry snitching out there. Nah, hell no. Just strictly splattering bladders. You did. And I had to make myself hate that way of living. So that explains how, and it literally took some effort to remember. Because we talking about, me and Slapper had this conversation months ago, maybe even a year, about him and his girl. No, it was months ago. It was over the summer. And, you know, his expression was, hey, you know, it's whoop, 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 you know. So, and I'm imagining myself now, like, wow, if I didn't find what I found, would I be that way too now? And you really can't judge it, because, you know, you be looking at women and be like, and you be looking at men and be like, they stupid. Why they let people do them like that? Nigga, because they get a kick out of it. They get a thrill out of it. And a woman and a man know it. That's why. They get a thrill out of it. Being taken advantage of. You know, being a victim. It just make them, and some people like seeing a woman get drilled. Some women like seeing their man get smashed. That's just the way it is. You know, that's just the way it is. Some people, you know, grow to mess with that type of stuff, and some people grow out of it. You know? And I can't honestly say I grew out of it. I just, you know, I want something better. I want something much better than, you know, nuts. You know? I did time in prison. I feel like I made up and some. And I feel like what I got left, I feel like my wife is worthy of all of it. So I done gave and shared, you know, enough. My pops was younger than me, and he couldn't even bang his wife no more. He had shriveled his whole hookup up. And, you know, I never dug what my godmother was telling me. I couldn't, what my godmother was telling me. She say, y'all better quit doing all these girls, mess with all these girls like that. Y'all ain't gonna have nothing for y'all wife. So way before I got married, I even dreamed about getting married. I went down there and chilled with my pops My pops couldn't even, my pops couldn't do nothing no more, y'all. He was dry. He was dry. I'm trying to relay stuff to him, like, did you try this? Did you try this? He said, man, all that stuff, man. Ain't none of that stuff work.
Oh man, I just woke up here. I'm gonna be out here. Bye-bye.
Yeah. So it's been raining all day in Detroit, y'all. I'm just getting wind of it. I've been in the room my whole day. I played the game this morning, blacked out. When I woke up, it was about an hour or so before my wife got off work. So my sister called me, told me she needed a ride to work. Say, we do this. And here I am, you know. But all is well. In the place everybody, the masses call hell. You did. All is well. Just wanted to say that, man, because, you know, some of us forget. Some of us forget what it is, and, you know, ain't nothing like a reminder. You know, I played those, you know, and no disrespect to slapping anybody that lived that way. I played those games as a youngster. You know, I got my eyes set on something way bigger because I've been focused on that. You know, being focused on that type of living is what consumed most of my young adulthood. You know, just consuming. So sharing, risking, you know, taking risks, you know, doing the OPP thing, messing with other people's property. You know, I sympathize with a lot of these women because a lot of them have no direction. You know, I'm a person that didn't have no direction. So I can, you know, I have empathy in situations like that. And they real pretty, real voluptuous, and bro just come sweep them off their feet. And instead of trying to find a way to communicate to them and help them use their power, they put them down. You know, they remind them who doing what and who pay for this and this, that, and the other. And a lot of those women, you know, hold a lot of resentment for that. You know, they hold a lot of resentment. And on top of that, you know, when a person find out their significant other ain't nowhere near as smart or intelligent in the ways that they prefer, 9 times out of 10, they mess with other beauties because they know that the significant other, even if they do catch them up, you know, they not going to tell on themselves, but even if they do catch them up, you know, oh well. Oh well. So, you know, the thing is, those women, you know, run into people like me. You know, people that let them know everything gonna be all right. You know, you ask for the truth, you want the truth, you got to be willing to listen to it. Just real talk, real communication. You know, not me looking down at you. You know, not me talking down to you. Not me judging you, but me trying to lift you up. And when you give a person good news like that, a lot of times something sexual transpire. Certain type of heat goes off that don't normally happen. I was communicating with somebody on Christ Council channel some months back, and she expressed that she get horny when she hear the good news, when she go to church and hear the preacher, you know, talking like he got some sense and talking that real stuff about the Bible, she get horny. And that happens. Scriptures say, the Apostle James say, don't think it's something because you know God real. The demons know as well, and they shudder. So when they hear that good news, they be over, they feel it. So we just got to examine ourselves. And y'all get ready for forget my language, get ready for the fuck shit. 2023 is the year of the fuck shit. Get ready for it. I done put all the warnings out there. I put plenty of dialogue on my channel if people need to go back and check what's going on. But it's going down this year. It's going down. The beginning. 23. That's one of their favorite numbers. 23. So just be ready. Don't be afraid. Ain't nothing to be afraid for. The Most High with you. What you scared of? That was my beef with the people in the Kingdom Hall. If the Most High with you, what are you afraid of? Why do you care about what this dude's saying you need to run out and do? The Most High got us. We're supposed to be preaching the truth. We're supposed to be ascertaining the truth. So if that's the case, the Most High with us. Why are you scurrying and running like the masses? But I'm going to get up off here, y'all. I just wanted to put something in. I'm uploading something now that I did Sunday. And here it is going on Wednesday. But I'm going to put this through. I made one for my dear brother, God brother over there on the west side too, that I'm going to have to upload. It's about a good 58 minutes. Him and a few other people, you know what I'm saying? But him especially. That I really want him. I'm thinking about letting him hear it first before I put it on, because I would love him to pull up on me and discuss that with me. So I'm thinking about putting that out there first, but it's a good one. It's a good one. But peace, everybody. Hope that your night ends well and be safe.